This is a glow up activation. If you are watching this right now, know that you are tapping in to a preferred timeline. In fact, you have activated by your attention and your focus, and just by clicking on this video. You have tapped in and activated and opened blessings, riches, beauty, love, and glow up energy for yourself. You have been chosen. Just by you clicking on this video, you have been chosen to be a part of this glow up series that I'm doing. I have set direct, clear intentions to draw in the people that need to tap in to their preferred timeline. So know that by you just clicking on this timeline, clicking on this video, it's like clicking on a timeline, and you've tapped into it. Know that you have entered into this timeline since you've clicked on this video. Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to yet another pick a card reading here on the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is ADIE and I will be your tarot reader today. We do lots of different things over here in this YouTube coven of ours. We, of course, get deep into our cards, okay? We go deep into the pick cards, the collective readings. We even do tarot hangouts on live, but we also get into our divine magic. And we do candle burnings, collective rituals. All right, so if that's your jam, join, okay? Subscribe, like this video, tell me down below who you are. We also have 2 book clubs, which I really do want to mention before we get into this, because I just posted the first 2 books that we're going to get into in August, okay? Now, the first book club is called Magically Meta. This is our book club. It's our spiritual book club, okay, where we explore books of magic, wonder, metaphysics. It's very centered around elevation, ascension, becoming more powerful, okay, through the study of magic, okay, and spirituality. And then the second book club is called Escape from the 3D. All right, it is a sci-fi fantasy book club. That's my jam. That's my genre that I love. So if you guys are interested in any of those types of, books, go and join the book club. It's on Fable. The app is free to join. I just love the way things are done over there on Fable. It's really interesting, and they've changed things since I've been gone, and now I'm back. So all 75 of you guys, go over there and get back into the books, okay? We're doing a repeat of one of the books that we read a year or so ago on Magically Meta. So if you didn't have a chance to read the Kabbalion and follow along or even finish, we're rereading that, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. And the second book for 3D, Escape from the 3D, I already started it. I'm on chapter 5. It is such a good book. And I found that book in the Dollar Tree, y'all. I found that book in the Dollar Tree. I was so surprised. I got it because I was like, okay, it's just $1.25. It's really cute. Like, I really get drawn to like really cute covers. And it had a a woman of color on it. And so it was just like really cute. And that's why I bought it. But I'm surprised. The book is really good. Okay, so check out the book that I have on Escape from the 3D too. But this video is going to be all about your glow up energy, right? This is just going to be a 4-part series of your glow up. We're diving deep into different categories of your glow up. Okay, so make sure you check out all 4 parts. Okay, I'll make a playlist so that you guys can find them very easily. Okay. Now, you know I got you with the glow, right? You know I'm gonna show you what to do even, and how it's gonna be once you glow up, right? But I'm also gonna show you. And you say, how, ADIE? How are you gonna show me to glow up? Bitch, I got you. The House of Glamours, the doors to the House of Glamours have just opened. This is my magic school where I'm going to be teaching glamour magic, beauty magic, and sex magic, okay? Now you guys, I have changed my life tremendously, have done a whole 360 a few times with glamour, beauty, and sex magic. You know, these forms of magic have really helped me just step into my most powerful, radiant, magnetic version of myself. And now I'm sharing and teaching you guys how to do the same, okay? You can literally manifest anything with glamour magic and sex magic, and beauty magic is just like a huge perk to both of these forms of magic. I don't want to spend too much time, so you guys can, you know, replay, rewind, screenshot everything that is going to be in the course. Is a lot. This course is heavy on it, okay? Real beefy, bitch. All right, so go ahead and screenshot. I'm not going to take up the whole freaking intro to explain to you guys, but basically this is going to help you become a spiritual baddie, okay? A triple threat, bitch. All right, so I do want to talk just a bit on how you guys can join House of Glamours. This is a true community, a true coven, a true magical school, and I wanted to include everybody that is interested in glamour magic and just magic in general. And so like any other school, you can go there for different reasons. Now, there's 3 different ways that you can join House of Glamours. The first way is, or one of the ways is the bouquet plan, which is just for those students that don't want to be so social, don't really care about the community aspect. Or anything else that House of Glamours has to offer. Okay, so with that bouquet plan, you just get the glamour, beauty, and sex magic course that comes in this school. And you also get a community chat. No matter which way that you choose to join House of Glamours, we're gonna all be connected. We'll all be able to talk and meet each other and empower each other as well. Okay, so even the bouquet, even though you know you might just want only the course, you'll still be connected to the community in, you know, a small way. Now, the seedling plan is more of like community with a little bit of magical application education, okay? So it comes with a community chat. You'll be updated with what's going on with the YouTube and just the community itself with the announcements. You also will get first access to the pick a card readings here, as well as exclusive readings that are only just for house members. You'll have access to private lives. So, you know, this also goes for the collective rituals that we do here on the channel that are paid, that people pay to work with me as a practitioner. You will be automatically included in those collective rituals. There's no need to go to the stand store and purchase a spot with the ritual. You'll already be joined in with that ritual or spell. Like right now, I have the Lion Gates up there, so if anybody joins now, you're already automatically joined to the Lion Gates ritual that we're about to get into on the 8th. Okay, but private lives also go for the book club discussion. I really love, like I said, I really love Fable and how they do things over there, where we can keep up with each other throughout the month or however long that we're reading our book. We can keep up with each other. We can write on each of the chapters. I really like that. There's no spoiler alerts. I really, really like that. But I also want to be able to like talk to you guys, you know, I want to be able to talk to you guys after we read the book, like doing a book discussion, maybe even like a few meetups throughout the month to discuss certain things about the book. I would love to do that. So the private lives will be included with that seedling plan. The spell and ritual library is also what you guys would have access to. So the spells that I post on here, you would get first access to it, but also there are going to be spells and rituals, and you guys already know how I do my spells and rituals. It's instruction based. I'm giving you the spell, I'm giving you the ritual, but I'm also teaching you about magic within these spells and rituals. So there's going to be spells and rituals and practices that are going to be exclusive only to House of Glamour. Okay, Glamours. Now, lastly is the Rosebud Garden Plan. You get everything that's in the seedling plan, okay, but you also get the Glamour, Beauty, and Sex Magic course that this school comes with. You also get workshops and lectures, and you also get the yoga and meditation studio, okay? So the workshop that's already on there is the Candle 101 workshop, Candle Magic 101 workshop. So if you join, you have access to that workshop already. And you also get discounts on Etsy. Okay, whatever I have going on Etsy, you'll get a discount each month with the Rosebud Garden Plan. There's a lot to this school, you guys. Okay, and I am just so excited to get into this with you guys, and for you guys to see the back end, like the inside, not the back end, but the inside of House of Glamours. I'm so excited. I have it all set up with the rooms, the classrooms, and all of it. I'm excited for the yoga and meditation studio. You know, I've been practicing yoga for 14 years, and it's been a huge practice in my life that has helped me heal through many different traumas and anxieties and depression. And it's also a form of magic. A lot of you guys don't know that yoga is actually magic, okay? And it could be used for manifestation. It could be used for transmutation is what I use it for, okay? So there's going to be a yoga studio. I am so excited to actually teach yoga and meditation, host live meditations and yoga flow over there. You guys, I'm so excited because this has been on my heart for years. This is what I have been wanting to do for years, but it's all came together with what it was supposed to be. And I'm just so excited. And what do I want to say? I can't even find the words. Like, it's like, it just feels like I'm coming home, like, to my guides, because my guides have had this on my heart for years before I even knew what it was really going to be. So it just feels really good for it to be finally manifested. But I do want to talk about the payment so that you guys don't get confused with what's going on over there. So the bouquet plan, that's a one-time tuition fee. You're just paying for the Glamour, Beauty, Sex, Magic course, just a one-time payment. Now Seedling and Rosebud are both, these are both subscription-based payments. But the difference between these two is that Rosebud comes with that initial first payment, which will be the tuition for the magical application education, okay? So just don't want you guys to get confused. If you do want to do Rosebud Garden Plan, that first initial payment is just a tuition fee for all of the education that's in this place, in this space, this community. I'm just so excited for it. But after you pay that tuition, you just get into the subscription-based payment that next month. Okay, so I just didn't want you guys to be confused about that, because I knew that there was going to be people that wanted the Glamour course and the full access to the community. So that's what Rosebud is okay? And yeah, once you join House of Glamours, you immediately get access to this community space. You can start learning, you can start looking around and seeing how it's going to be, start meeting new members and building community with me over there. I am just so excited. Oh, and then lastly, I do want to say that the House of Glamours is early bird enrollment. Okay, so the school is half off right now for Rosebud and Bouquet that wants to take the Sex Magic, Beauty and Glamour Magic course. that'll be there. It is half off right now. In the fall, when the course becomes available, it will go up. Okay, like I said, I hope you guys screenshot it earlier with everything that's going to be in there. This is going to be a lot. Okay, and I'm just so happy like that I made this. I knew it was going to be really like anything I do, I go to town. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't want to say that it's a hindrance, but it's definitely like a superpower of mine, because I just want you to have all the information, and I'm going to actually show you, like, this school is going to be full of ritual and practices and spells. Like, it's not just gonna tell you, we're gonna do this together. You know, I love it. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. But that is pretty much it. I do want to mention, there's the Lion Gates. If you guys want to join the Lion Gates ritual, that's up on stand still. And if you want to book a reading with me, check out the Etsy. That's where I book. That's where I'm always going to have book my clients, I think, because I just love being able to talk to you guys back and forth, and Stan was not allowing me to do that. So you could book a tarot reading with me through Etsy. Everything is linked down below in the description box. But I'm going to hurry up and get into this reading. Let's get into this reading. Okay, guys? Sorry, I'm looking at the screen. Let's get into this reading. This is a glow up activation. If you are watching this right now, know that you are tapping in to a preferred timeline. In fact, you have activated by your attention and your focus, and just by clicking on this video. You have tapped in and activated and opened blessings, riches, beauty, love, and glow up energy for yourself. You have been chosen. Just by you clicking on this video, you have been chosen to be a part of this glow up series that I'm doing. I have set direct, clear intentions to draw in the people that need to tap in to their preferred timeline. So know that by you just clicking on this timeline, clicking on this video, it's like clicking on a timeline, and you've tapped into it. Know that you have entered into this timeline since you've clicked on this video. This is tarot magic. There is such thing as using tarot cards to tap in to a certain frequency, and that is all what a timeline is. Your preferred timeline, where all of those manifestations, be it money, the person that you want to marry, that body, that job, whatever it is a frequency. So know that what we're doing here today is tarot magic. Now, what helps this tapping into a certain frequency, tapping into this timeline, this preferred timeline where this part of your life glows up, is your agreement. Now, what is your agreement? It is your focus. You watching this video, and also you agreeing to it. That's all these tarot readings are here on this. The general readings, it's a certain frequency that you're tapping into. That's why it's showing up. That's why you're clicking on it. That's why you're witnessing it, because you're tapped into it. Now, everything that we're going to pull today is going to be the bomb.com, right? But by any means, if you do not agree, you don't want it, click off. Pick another door. Pick another portal. Pick another whatever. Pick another reading selection. But all you need to do is focus on this reading in order to tap into the timeline. Now, this is going to help open up a timeline for your preferred energy to flow throughout your life, for your life to glow up in this way. But what's going to help you anchor it is the Lion Gates portal. The Lion's Gate portal is such a powerful day. I have not missed it in the past 5 years. I have used the Lion Gates portal to change my life several times. The first time that I used the Lion Gates portal, I was homeless. I didn't have a place to live. So you could guess what I used that day for. I asked for a house. I desperately wanted a house, not an apartment. I wanted a house with a backyard, okay? At least a 3-bedroom house. You know what I got? I got a 6-bedroom house in a whole beautiful new state. The second time that I used the Lion Gates portal, and that first time that was the first time knowing about the Lion Gates portal. I didn't know anything about it. So don't think that you don't know anything about the Lion Gates portal and this is your first time joining the Lion Gates ritual that we're doing on the 8th, that you can't manifest the literal shit out of your life with the Lion Gates portal. Because I did it with nothing, okay? Now, the second time that I used the Lion Gates portal was for my healing. I desperately wanted to just heal and to feel better and to just work through really deep trauma, deep-rooted trauma. And I did. The third time was more about my social media exposure. I wanted to be exposed and on social media and really be out there. That is when my YouTube channel went viral and my Instagram went viral. Okay. And the second or the fourth one was about love and beauty. Okay. So a bitch is engaged. A bitch is beautiful. Okay, so I used it to really basically also with my glamour and my beauty magic, but also the Lion Gates portal to elevate in my appearance and in my love life. Now, the 5th time that I've used the Lion Gates portal was for the apartment that I'm living in right now. I desperately wanted to change my living situation. I no longer wanted to live in a huge house anymore. And I really wanted to manifest an apartment that was cute, small, but very nice, with a pool and a gym and a playground for my kids. I didn't get the playground, but I got everything else. So I'm telling you, the Lion's Gate portal is such a powerful day to utilize each year. So join me this August 8th for the Lion Gates portal, because this video here is going to help you tap in, but that ritual is going to help you anchor into that timeline. Okay, so join me on August 8th for the Lion Gates portal. If you want to join and be exclusively included into this ritual, go to the Stand store and purchase your spot, or you can join House of Glamours. If you join House of Glamours, you're automatically included in this ritual that we're getting into on August 8th. Okay, but I have set very clear intentions. Okay. This Lion Gates portal, you don't need to know much. And the Lion Gates portal, let me just be clear, it is when our sun is aligned with Sirius, our spiritual sun, okay? And the veil is really thin with our cosmic guides, and it is a very powerful day of the year, and we are blessed every year with this day, okay? And I don't skip it. I really don't skip it. Okay, I always do something, even if it's not something big. I always do something. I always charge my energy on the Lion Gates portal. So join me on August 8th if you want to really glow up and kickstart this glow up that we're about to get into. Okay, now let's get into our card selection. All right, you guys, so this is going to show our career life, our finances, our money situation. We're gonna see how this is gonna glow up for you. Now with this series, I picked doors, portals, windows for you guys to choose. And I really wanted this to be interactive and to give a lot of information. So you guys are gonna pick one of the 3 portals that you see here on your screen. Okay. And once you get to your reading, behind this portal, on the other side of this portal, will be another picture for us to understand the energy of your glow up when it comes to your career and your finances. So I really want you guys to take the time to focus and agree to the energies that you're seeing here on the screen, whichever one that is calling you closer. Whichever one that resonates with the energy that you need, that you deserve, because everybody deserves their glow up, okay? So go ahead and focus on the reading that is calling to you, the portal that is calling for you to step forward, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, reading number 1. Let's get this picture on the other side. Okay, let's see what is on the other side of your portal. So I'm going to put the picture up here. So this is about your finances. This is about your career. So some of you guys that have a career or desire to have a career in music, you are definitely, I see that changing for you. I see other people listening to your music being circulated because it's like also in a compact, like makeup compact with the CD in there. So your music is going to be available to other people. And this is strictly for the people that are in kind of like creative businesses, whether it's like music or art, makeup as well. People are listening to your makeup advice. I also see a lot of you guys that want to be makeup artists. People are like wanting to work with you. They are hearing your name. It's like your business is circulating is what I'm really feeling with this picture. So most of you guys are creative in some way. You either have like a creative side business, a passion project, or a passion like side hustle of yours, and it's in the alignment of like music, creativity, maybe even makeup, okay, and hair. I also see that your appearance is going to be changing drastically no matter what you do. Your appearance is going to also be elevating, and it's linked to your money. It's linked to your money increasing situation. Okay, so let's get some cards out here to see how your money is going to be glowing up. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands coming out for you on the bottom of the deck. Okay, and the Death card is right under there. And we have the Lovers that is right under the Death. So I see a complete change in your career and a complete change in the amount of money that you are making. This is like an old life dying. Okay, and this is exactly what we want to see in a timeline jump and quantum leaping. Exactly what we're doing here with the tarot magic. Okay, now with this Queen of Wands here, definitely it's about business, like being, if you are a femme, I see you kind of like being like this, yeah, you're going to be taking flights. There's a plane that's flying over my house right now. And it's like really loud. So a lot of you guys are going to be like flying, taking trips, and wanting, like, people are going to be wanting to work with you, flying you out, maybe even coming to where you are to be able to work with you. Like, I'm seeing this lady, she's like a color analyst that I was watching, I think it was on Instagram or TikTok, I can't remember, but I was like, dang, I wish I could really work with her because I need to know if I'm a true winter, if I'm a true autumn or something. And that's also giving to like your appearance changing. So there, you know, I'm really picking up on like your look, your appearance, because the Queen of Wands is a very like attractive, feminine energy. But I see this as, you know, you gaining the knowledge to completely like I see that you're going to be getting knowledge that's not like openly known and even like shared among others, because the Queen of Wands is about occult knowledge. So this is like hidden knowledge, right? Knowing things that other people don't know. And I see that information kind of increasing and changing your life completely, like having an old job fall to the side. So a lot of you that have like these passion projects, like working on your music, working on your art, I see that coming full like to the front, I want to say to the forefront, and being like your full-time position. And this also is telling me, the Lovers here, it's like this is about like values, like being your true self. So when it comes to your finances and what you do, like your career, even if like you feel like, oh, I can't have a career in this because it's like it's makeup, or it's like I'm creating music, it's just some passion project, it's something that I do on the side and I still got to go to my 9 to 5. I see that completely changing, where you're able to do this full time. You're able to do music full time. You're able to do content creation full time. You're able to, you know, that can definitely be it, because with the Lovers, this is like being in alignment with your true self. Okay, so whatever that passion is, whatever that that artistic nature, I see that being a forefront, and also people seeing you as that, like, what do I want to say, being that spokesperson for that genre, for that industry, you know. So it's like maybe you're not that forever, but you're like the new person, and you're sticking around is what I'm hearing too. So we also have the King of Cups here. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the yeah, you're no longer a secret. I see whatever that you're working on, and again we have the World. So this is like a brand new, like you're leaving an old life. And I think what I'm really getting is like this current time, or the timeline that you were on, because right now we're on this timeline, right? You're tapped into this timeline. But this old timeline, I don't feel like you wanted to be, you don't want to be on that timeline, you know, and because it's feeling very painful. It's feeling very like, you know, so I feel like with the World, it's like you are stepping into something brand new. It's also like getting promoted or graduating to the next level of this feels like a position here with the King of Cups. This is about some type of creative nature, your art becoming known worldwide. I feel like with the World energy here, this is people knowing. And with the High Priestess energy, a lot of this energy of like taking steps forward, because this person is walking, a lot of this energy that you're walking into is very intuitive, and that's why it's also very painful, because you desperately wanted to be off of that timeline and now you're on it. So it's about really listening and seeing the signs as well while you're on this timeline. That's a little bit of advice that I'm hearing for you. But with this High Priestess, this is like you coming out. It's almost like you were a secret. Your music was a secret. Your art was a secret. Your content was a secret. Your small business was a secret. And now it's not. It feels like you might have suffered in that old timeline, feeling like blocked, not able to move forward. And I see this kind of like this King of Cups, like I see it being like, I'm seeing like, you know, that I'm seeing Beyonce, so Oshun, again, there's like this energy. I'm seeing that song where that music video where she walks out on Lemonade and the water's just like rushing out behind her. I'm seeing that. So it feels like the floodgates is what I want to say. The floodgates of money just starts rushing in at one point. It's like the doors just finally rush open. I do want to get advice for you, like these next couple of steps into this timeline, right? But this feels like this is like your glow up is going to be centered around your art, centered around things that you are emotionally connected to. Not, oh, I got to go to this place to make money. Oh, I got to do this because I got to pay my bills. It's, I got to do this because I'm very passionate about it with the Queen of Wands. I'm very emotionally connected to it with the King of Cups. And I see people wanting to drink a drop from what you have to give to them with the King of Cups. There's this person here just wanting to drink from him, right? And so I feel that a lot of people are going to be coming to you because they are emotionally connected to your music. They are emotionally connected to your art. They love the way that you do makeup. They love the way that you do hair. They love the way that you create your earrings. They love the way that you create your jewelry or your perfumes or your oils, your candles, like whatever you're doing, whatever this passion project is, this is how it includes your glow up. Your glow up includes your passion projects and your creativity. That is where this glow up in your money is going to take place. It's not going to take place for most of you. It's not going to be. So if this is not your vibe, then you should pick another portal, because this is for the creatives. This is for the people that are having passion projects, wanting to be content creators. I see people listening, repeating your music, repeating your YouTube videos, your TikTok videos, your Instagram videos. I see people watching you, listening to you, and you know, if you are a tarot reader, this is the High Priestess. I see that your glow up is your glow up with your finances and your career is going to be centered around the money coming in through your tarot business. And definitely the content that you have and that you're putting out. And I see this being you being known worldwide. And so this also heavily speaks to the content creators here on social media, okay? And some of you guys that are in the music or in Hollywood wanting to be an actor or be an actress, this is people getting to know you through social media, you becoming worldwide through social media, okay? And no longer feeling like you're blocked in this area with the 8 of Swords. So let's get some more information on this glow up for you. Your money is going to come in, and it, like I keep seeing a Shun walking through those doors and the water just rushing out. It's like it's almost like, so I want to get some advice because it feels like there's a door, you know, guardian angel, looking, direction. Bottom of the deck is love affair. Be aware, love affairs at work rarely work well. So this is advice here, is to not be focusing on people. The big advice here when it comes to your career is like not focusing on people. So if you're a content creator, you shouldn't be talking to people on social media that you want to date. That's going to be a distraction, I'm hearing. Okay, don't lose your mind. You need to stay focused on the content creation, on your art, on your passion, on your purpose here, okay? Because a lot of you guys find this music career, your artistry, your creativity to be a part of this like big purpose in your life. And you know, you might be talking to somebody online or worried about how you're looking on social media to this person. Don't lose your mind. Okay, let's not bring love into what you're doing here. Okay, take it to the booth. I'm hearing taking it to the booth. Write a song about it. Make a tarot reading about it. Make some content on it. You know, draw energy from them. You know, I'm also hearing that. That's some glamour shit that I'm talking on. Okay, so if you have a crush, instead of feeling like, oh, what are this person, you know, start using the spy method, where you're thinking that this person, think about the good things that they're going to be thinking about you. Okay, so with direction here though, it says do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. So one of the advice here for the glow up is to plan. Continue to brainstorm and plan your ideas, your content, your music, your next steps. This is not about walking aimlessly. You want to have a plan with what you're going, where you're going and what you want to accomplish. Okay? Attract a mentor. Talk to people that can help you elevate in this area. Okay? Join House of Glamours. Okay? It's for everyone. And believe me, if you're in music, if you're in content creation, if you're trying to be up on this social media and your glamour magic ain't on point, baby, what are you doing? Okay? Because if you're up on this camera and you're trying to make music, you're trying to make art, glamour magic can help you really elevate. So I'm here. I'm here to be your glamour magic mentor. Okay? We also have looking. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. So this is about looking towards the beautiful things in your life. I was really feeling like there's going to be like these signs that you're here on this timeline, because you guys are really suffering from like the frustration of maybe even feeling blocked or not understanding where to go or how to get what you want, how to get seen maybe, because this feels like exposure to me. This is about looking for the beauty in life, okay? Looking for the beauty in life. Seek and you will find it. This is about looking for the beauty, looking for the positivity, and if it's not positive, move your attention away from it. Focus only on the good things. Focus on the passion, the fun. This timeline that you're on is about having fun. This is not about, oh my God, I gotta work hard. This is about the work will come. The working hard will develop, but you gotta be inspired by the beauty and by the fun of things. Okay, we have guardian angel. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel. This is, I feel like some of you guys, I think this is a lot of people in the collective, they might feel like blocked, they might feel like influenced. This is to ensure you to not focus on that, because you are protected. Nothing is stopping you from this glow up but yourself. I'm also hearing self-concept. I'm hearing self-concept here. We're going to be talking about self-concept with the Lion Gates portal, and we're going to be going deep into self-concept, changing the way that you see yourself and how you believe yourself to be. Okay, in order to really vibrate at that frequency. Okay, we're going to be going into that very in-depthly in the House of Glamours, my magic school, my glamour, beauty, and sex magic school. So check that out if you are interested in learning more about self-concept. But when I'm on live August 8th for the Lionsgate, we're going to be talking about self-concept. Okay, so this is about changing the way that you see yourself. What are you affirming who you are every day? I'm also hearing that very heavily. Okay, so really checking yourself. Are you saying the right I ams? You know, are you affirming that you are a makeup artist? Are you affirming that you're going to go viral, that you are viral content? Are you affirming that people, producers, want to work with you, that want to sample your music, that want to hear your music? Like, are you affirming that to yourself? Are you affirming that you are a boss? Are you affirming that you're beautiful and magnetic? You know, these are things that are very important. So let's get a little bit from the OG deck to know about your glow up energy. But this is coming, your glow up with your finances is coming from a passion project. Something that you've been working on, that you're really passionate and emotional about. And this seems like you just staying focused, coming up with a plan. Black magic. Okay, So you might be feeling that somebody is having doing black magic on you, which is like baneful energy, right? Victim, Virgo. They run it up. I run it up, and they're busy running their mouth. So this is telling me that people might be talking about you, right? They might be talking about you. Like I was saying, there could be someone that's romantic that you feel is like, you know, judging you. It could be somebody else. This is about not playing victim to that energy. Nobody can hex you or fuck up your energy unless you allow them. You can't, they cannot have access to you unless you focus, unless you give agreement and contract with your focus and your awareness. So it's time to get into your Virgo energy, start planning and start getting really organized and focus on this coming to fruition. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Check out everything down below, okay? This glow up is happening. Make sure you join the Lion Gates ritual #1 or the House of Glamours, because it's available over there too, okay? Because we can take this, because we're going to go deeper into House of Glamours as a collective, okay, as a coven. So make sure you join one of the two, because we can take this side hustle, this passion project, this content creator, you know, side thing, and turn it into a full-time thing with the Lion Gates. Okay, with the Lion Gates portal. So check it out, okay? Don't miss the Lion Gates portal, okay? With this dream that you have for yourself, with this glow up energy. Your glow up energy to manifest the most money is coming from this passion project. It's coming from your passion, your artistry. So join me on the Lion's Gate. Okay, so we can elevate and tap into this timeline, secure it, anchor yourself into this timeline. I'll see you there. All right, hello, #2. Welcome to your reading. I'm looking at your picture. I'm going to put it up here. This is the picture behind the portal. Okay. Oh my God, this looks so relaxing. So your glow up is going to be really like centered around your relaxation. You're going to be able to sit back and relax, and just, it also feels like I'm hearing that song, we see them waving from such great heights. Or they're saying like, what is that song? That's Such Great Heights by the Postal Service. They'll see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say. Okay, so there's this energy of people like seeing you at such a great height, right? And because that song also says, but we'll stay. So it's like people are telling you to come down here. So it feels like your glow up, like people are seeing you reach the very top, but it's like a secure, very relaxed position, okay? And you're just full. This full moon that this person is looking out at, it just feels like this, it's like you've come to an accumulation, like you've reached this top with your career. Okay, so this is something that you're currently doing right now. I'm seeing that heavily. Temperance, of course, comes out. So let's get some tarot out. Death, thank you. This is exactly what we want to see. #1 also got that, death, okay? And that's exactly what we want to see with this energy. That is letting us know that this old timeline that you were just on, because you're no longer on it, right? You're now on this timeline. It has collapsed. It has collapsed. And the people from the old timeline is down below saying, come down now, but we'll stay. You're staying. Like, nah, I ain't going back down. What I'm hearing is, I'm not going back down there with the peasants. So there's a bougie kind of energy with you, #2. I'm going to be completely honest. but you're able to kick back. I'm hearing kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Okay, so you're gonna be able to kick off your shoes and just relax. This is really giving that you have really put in the work with what you're currently doing, whatever, or what you were currently doing. Because now you are currently on this timeline where you're going to be able to kick off your shoes and relax your feet, and you're going to just be listening to the music that you love. You're going to be watching the TV shows that you want, or surrounding yourself, because even though this looks like isolation, this picture, I don't feel it. I feel like there's people surrounding you. Okay, so with this 3 of Wands that I see here, what's on the bottom of the deck? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Exactly. 9 of Pentacles is having more than enough. You're having more than enough. You have enough. Your bills are paid. This is what you're currently doing right now. Okay, I'm getting that heavily, been hearing that heavily. So whatever your current, like your current career, your current focus, whatever you're currently doing for money, it doesn't matter what it is, that is what is going to glow up in your life. So I see, if this is, I see you basically getting a promotion with this 3 of Wands. This is going beyond. This is, traveling. You could have to travel, change locations. Some of you guys will be changing locations. You'll be offered a position maybe in the same company, in the same establishment, but you have to, not establishment, but maybe you have to go to a different establishment. You're going to be elevated in your current career, is what I'm feeling here. And you might have to go to a different position, but it's in the same either industry where you get offered a job, you've been looking for another job or a position in the same industry, something that is paying much more money, and it turns out to be more than enough. So if some of you guys, the first thing that's coming in for you, number 2, is that if you've been feeling like you need to go off and start looking for, like, going to where the money is at, like, okay, I want more money, I just want enough. It's like I feel like on that other timeline that you were on, there was this agreement, awareness that it's just not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough for me to stay here. It's not enough for me to keep focusing on this. I need to go to where the money is at. Okay, so with the 9 of Pentacles, I see that you go out, right? 3 of Wands is about searching, going beyond to where you are currently. Okay, so this is about, like, so if you've been filling out applications, looking for another job, I see that coming, and it's going to be way more than what you've expected with the 9 of Pentacles. Now with the 6 of Swords, this is telling me, like, on that last current timeline that you were on, it was really chaotic. It was affecting your mental state. And so with the 6 of Swords, this is going from chaos to peace. Your financial situation is going to be really peaceful. The picture that is beyond the portal that you chose, it's like you're able to relax. This looks like you're relaxed, and I also feel like you're up top where nobody can reach you. These struggles can't reach you. We have the Temperance here. This is being able to transmute this situation, alchemize all of the energies that it felt on this current timeline that was difficult, that was chaotic. There's a lot of, like, mental programs that needed to be integrated and alchemized. Okay, so this is like a belief about, where this position is, or if you can get accepted in this position, or if you can make this type of money, or if you're worthy of it. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, with the Death card, this is going, like, this is a complete change. This other timeline that you were on, and it's really funny because number 1 also got the Death card. So thank you, Spirit. This is what I'm looking for. This is exactly the confirmation that I needed to know that this is tarot magic. Okay, because I want these old timelines that we were on to collapse, and we're going on to the preferred timeline, the next one, right? On to the next that is more elevated and that will resonate with You know, self-concept again is coming up with these readings. It came up with number 1 as well. So like I said, a lot of mental programs. That's all self-concept work is about challenging the beliefs that you have about self. So the first, or another tip that's coming through is working on your self-concept. These next couple of steps into this timeline, because you're on it. You're here on this timeline where you get promoted, you get to that next position, you're making more than enough. This is being able to pay your bills, have your fridge stocked, getting the things that your kids need, being able to help family and still have money left over for yourself, okay? For whatever you want, putting money away. The 9 of Pentacles is about, you know, that woman that's in the garden, and she's just like in a state of gratitude because all of her hard work has paid off. So again, what I'm saying is like all of your experience, your hard work is going to be seen, and it's going to push you into a new phase where you're going beyond where you were currently in that old timeline that we just left. Okay, this is about understanding who you really are. You know, with the 3 of Wands, this is about self-discovering, and like as you step forward into these lands that you like new territories, you're developing these new self-concepts that continue to keep this timeline alive, right? That you are anchored in, because when we're talking about glowing up your life and bringing in these manifestations and anchoring into a timeline, like I said in the beginning, a frequency, this is about keeping yourself vibrating at that frequency. That's why some people can manifest these things and it can be ripped away very quickly, or eventually they lose it because they're not able to keep the frequency with that timeline. And so that's when you drop down to a lower timeline. I don't see that with you. I see that you're able to continue to vibrate at this frequency, and it's through your self-concept. So with this elevation in your finances where you have more than enough, your bills are paid, you're able to put money away, you're very comfortable, you're able to kick off your shoes and relax your feet, right? You're able to do that, and you're also able to keep that frequency where things are relaxed. You're not worried about money. You're not scared how things are going to get paid. You know, you have enough. And I think it started with you realizing and alchemizing, right, that I don't have enough right now. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm not grateful. I want more. And so you're going to where the money is at. I think if you haven't, continue to do that. Start to do that. Okay. Let's get some more information here on your glow up concerning your finances. But I see it becoming very peaceful. You're no longer going to be like mentally wrecked by this, even if it's just like anxiety, you know, and things going this way, things going that way, like going haywire, like, you know, things are going to get really relaxed. You're going to be able to kick off your shoes, and money is just going to come in. You know, money is just going to be flowing in. I'm also hearing like when you start this position, you'll get a lump sum. So I'm hearing that too. Okay, so let's see. We have wisdom. We have many choices. Like there's options here. We have independence, and we also have transformation. Change the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. This is about doing things differently. I think you became very comfortable doing what you're doing, you know, or what you were doing, but you've realized that like is not getting you to more. So this is about recognizing that you need to change the natural order of how you are doing things. So that would be the real strong advice, is to continue to be different, continue to go towards different avenues, to go to where the money is at. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have to change careers, but you can change lanes. It doesn't mean that you have to change lanes, but maybe you need to go for a higher position, right? We also have independence here. It says manage money yourself, independence, guaranteed security, don't depend on others. So this is about understanding that you're going to get to this top position by yourself. This is not depending. Nobody's going to come in and do the work for you. No one's going to tell you what to do. This is about you being independent and managing your own money. Focus on making your own money and not not focusing on other people. So this is like if you live with other people, if you have a partner, not to be so focused on their finances, even if you share finances. Let's focus on your money alone, okay? And let's not look at this as like, okay, I could just depend on my partner's money. That might be true to a certain extent, but it's always safe to have your own finances in order, okay? So don't give up on your own finances or elevating in your finances because you feel like you're gonna have a partner to fall on, okay? So we have many choices here. This is telling you that you have many avenues. You can pick all the avenues. Nobody says that you have to make money one way. So maybe this is also saying that I'm gonna elevate in my career, but I'm also have these other options to bring in money. Look at all your options, okay? It says opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at all your options. So this is also saying that what you're currently doing is not the only option, okay? Whatever you were doing is not the only way that you're gonna glow up in your finances. There's other options here. You just have to look at them, okay? Look at all your options. You know, you might even be able to choose a few. That's what I'm really picking up for you, number 2. And that's gonna really help be able, I keep hearing that song, kick off your shoes. Like you're gonna be able to take off those shoes, soak those feet. Okay, so it says wisdom, sight into the nature of physical objects. What? Insight into the nature of physical objects give you foresight. Use your best judgment. So this is about using your wisdom, right? Now, what is wisdom? It's not just knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom is different. Wisdom is lived, experienced knowledge. When you have wisdom, it's because you've taken knowledge and you've applied it to your life and you understand it on a different level than the people that just accumulate knowledge. So you are wise, number 2. You have the knowledge and you also have the experience of that lived knowledge. So this is looking at possibly the things that you have done and to see what has worked for you, right? This is about looking at all your options here, looking at all of the options that work, but you know that they work because you have lived these experiences. This is also saying that you are extremely wise. And so if you are looking, you have wisdom, right? It's not just being knowledgeable of doing something. You have done this for years. You have done this career, you have done this path, you have done this skill, this talent. It's embedded in the fabric of who you are. So this is also about self-concept and understanding like you're wise. You have the knowledge and you have wisdom in this area of expertise. So let's not feel scared to move in different directions, to go beyond to where you are right now, because when you take that step, that is where the glow is going to start expanding throughout your bank, throughout your wallet. When you start moving in other directions and saying, you know what, yeah, I have the wisdom, I'm that, I'm it. I'm going to be the one that gets chosen. I'm going to be the one that's going to expand in this area because why? I have wisdom here. I know what the fuck is up. I know how to do this. Okay? So this is also saying that let's have good judgment here. You actually have a lot of options. There's probably a lot of people that would love you to work that position. So don't get caught up in this energy of 6 of Swords, where with whatever that was happening, it could have been an imbalance in the workplace where you felt like you weren't being seen for your talents, you weren't being seen for your skills, what you bring to the table, and that kind of put a delusion on who you are, your self-concept. So again, listen, join me for the Lion Gates portal, or join the House of Glamours, because the Lion Gates portal ritual is included with the House of Glamours, which is my magic school. Okay, join, because we're going in depth into this energy of writing out this timeline and taking it into ritual okay? And it is heavily focused on self-concept. And we're going to be going deep into the self-concept on the Lionsgate portal, like speaking about it and understanding it more. And also just, you know, there's going to be a whole class on self-concept and rituals and practices in the Glamour School that I've opened, okay? So join, okay? But I feel like you got it, you know? You really got it, but I feel like something happened in the past where your self-concept was kind of distorted, you know? And so there's this fear. It could be fear of wanting to look at all the options, you know, afraid to go into the unknown. Like, you are it. You are full of wisdom, skill, and talent. And you have what it takes to have more than enough. Do you see that portal? There's a portal coming from above. That's us. That's going to be us in the House of Glamours. In a circle, in a digital, you know, astral circle, calling down our blessings. And it looks like it's water, which is really interesting because now I'm just seeing like it's just going to pour down above, like from above, riches pouring down on me, I'm hearing. And that's really interesting because in number one, I saw Beyonce in that music video kind of open the doors for them and water just rushing in. And now I'm seeing it like just fall on your head. And I feel like that's what it's going to be. It's going to feel so big and abundant. It might even be the most abundant. This might even be the most abundant pile yet, where it just falls on your head. And it starts with you understanding that you have it and just move in that direction because you're it. You're not going to fail. You have wisdom. You have wisdom here, and you have what it takes to do what needs to be done. All right, number two. So join me for the ritual or join the House of Glamours, okay? Because we're going to get deep into this. We can turn this into a reality. Anchor you into this and secure it for yourself, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. All right. Number three. Your video got deleted, so I have to freaking do this whole video for you. And I'm feeling your frustration, okay, with this current timeline. I think that really speaks to the energy that you are teeter-tottering back and forth from, okay? So I'm gonna put the picture up so that you can see what's behind your portal, right? So she is connected to all these different visions. And so what I was really picking up in the previous reading, because I'm not going to pull other cards because I feel like this message is really important for you, okay? And so I'm just going to really tell you what I was picking up on. And what I really feel here is that you have a vision that you have tapped into. You are already connected to this glow up energy. You're in it, is what the message was really saying, is that you're already on your glow up preferred timeline. You have already kind of manifested this and have been in it, but you could be working really slowly. But I also feel like you are tapped in to maybe possibly other people's visions. You are tapped into other things that you are highly disappointed in. But you might be an actor. You might be, I was really heavily picking up on like writer, some type of like, you know, creative energy, but more in like the writer sense, or maybe you use your voice. You know, it does feel like this glow up is you being broadcasted or being seen by a lot of people. Whether that's like in the company or in your industry. It does feel though that you have this vision. You've already like been you have several incomes or several visions that you see for yourself, maybe in different categories of life. Okay, so definitely tap into the other videos in this series, but you have a complete vision that you have seen, that you've been interacting in the astrals, like as you visualize, and you're like, you keep that frequency, but it feels like you're teeter-tottering back to like an older version of self as well. Okay, now we have the Magician, the Death card. This has came out with all of the readings. And this, I told Spirit from like reading number 1 that this is what I need to know, that that timeline that you were on has collapsed. It's over. There's no going back to that timeline. So even if you revisit it in your mind, you're never going to operate on that frequency. It's just going to make things on this timeline, which is your preferred one. I've already confirmed that you're there, that you've been there. Like, out of all of the piles, you have already been living in this preferred timeline. But it feels like you're waiting for this glow up to happen, right? And so we have the 4 of Cups here. It's really interesting because, the Death card has came out in all of these cards, and I've used different decks in each of the readings. So it's really interesting that that has came out. That means that it's exactly what I have, the intentions that I have exactly for this tarot magic is on point. This is going to happen for you. It feels like you're really disappointed. Now, if you look at this 4 of Cups, there's a cup coming in. The divine is giving this cup to you. It's almost like, okay, well, you asked for it. Here it is. You know, you asked for it. Here it is. Are you going to accept it? Are you going to take it? And you're so focused on the things that you are like kind of like disappointed in. You're disappointed possibly in your love life. I was saying in the last reading before I got, deleted, that this felt very like, okay, we need to give them advice so they can get this glow expansion. It's like you're on the timeline, but you're ready for the big explosion. And so it really is coming in as like advice heavily for you. Okay. Versus, okay, this is what your glow up is going to look like financially, because I feel like you have already created it in your mind. You've already made up what you want, and that's activated already. So it's very different for all of you guys. We have the Magician. This is saying that you know exactly, you have this vision, you know how to manifest it, you have all the resources in this current life, like right here in front of you, the life that you're living, what you have in your bank account, what you have in your house, all the gear, all the skills, whatever it is, the people, the networking, like you have everybody and everything within yourself and outside of yourself to get this explosion that you've been wanting in your finances. This is about accepting that you're here, that you're never going to be there anymore. Whatever that there was, you're never going to be there in an older timeline, that you're already here and you've already manifested it. And, this Ace of Wands is about like, okay, you have the torch. Let's build a bonfire. You got to throw more wood to the fire, right? And so this could be like a business venture, a creative project, a book, like a content creation. It could be a small business. It could be anything. I was very much coming in like wanting to be published, wanting to be like, what did I say? Journalism, getting your article published, becoming a writer, like a published writer. That was very heavily, but also just being seen, being known, like by many people seeing you and knowing of you at the same time, with this image that was behind your portal. But this is very much saying like, okay, you got the idea, you got the job, now let's start throwing more wood to the fire. Let's start really building upon this ace. Every ace needs like more energy poured into it for it to have that explosion into the 10s, into the 2s, into the 5s, into the 6s, to get past all of that. Like, you have what it takes to build this explosion, but you're so focused possibly on the disappointments with this 4 of Cups. I was heavily saying like you might be very disappointed in your romantic life. You could be disappointed in like some other area in your life. You could be disappointed about your body. You could be disappointed about like maybe something that happened in the past, because I was like wanting to tell you like you're not there anymore. You're here where you want to be, right? So let's focus on the present moment. Let's start pouring in to the present moment and start saying like, I am this person. I'm here. Like, it's almost like you don't want to accept that you're finally here and to do what you are supposed to do. Like, your preferred timeline comes with a preferred identity that vibrates this frequency. You're going to lose it if you don't. You're going to get off this timeline. You are going to fall to a lower timeline if you don't start throwing fire or wood to the fire. Okay, I was going to say start throwing fire to the wood. Like, just start really setting things on fire up in this bitch is what I want to say, because you have it. And I don't know if I mentioned it here or if I mentioned it in the other video, but you have everything that with this magician, you have every resource, every person that you need to network with, all the money in your bank, the gear that you have, all the books, the knowledge, the mentors, like they're all there. You know, you have everything that it takes to really have this explosion happen. So it's like you're here on the glow up timeline and it will look like what you see in your head, because you've spent some time there in the astrals. You have envisioned yourself. You're embodied in that self already. But there's this energy with action, not doing anything, not taking the cup and drinking from it, not taking this wand and running with this torch, you know, building the fantasy, building upon the fantasy. You're here in the glow up. So we have fruits of your labor. This is about doing the actual work. Okay, it says here, it says, fruits of your labor, it is time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gang is here. And I was like, I wanted to say rich gang, rich gang. Like, you are rich gang, okay? And this is a tree that has fruit hanging off of it. And with that imagery and that symbolism, you take the fruit, you're able to take the seeds, eat that fruit, and take the seeds that you ate from and plant another tree that's going to give you more fruit. This is abundance that you have here. So whatever this like career venture, career focus, this book, this really heavily on the book, heavy on it on the book, heavy on like these genius ideas, because we have bright idea here. And it says, have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas, and break out fast. Like, whatever this energy is, you know, you've broke out of something because of a great idea. And I'm also feeling like with this, you have genius ideas that's going to like burst and give you this explosion that you're waiting for. But you're very heavily focused. Like your picture, she's tuned in, like plugged into like too much into all these other these other visions that are maybe not her own vision. This is really giving to me that there is like something that you're really disappointed in, and you're not able to like pour your energy into these other ventures, into your passions, into your career, into like the action that you need. Okay. Oh my God, there's like a gnat that just like flew right into my eye. So you could be very like distracted by people that are really annoying and really like that's really like really annoying, really disappointing, like that have hurt you, possibly that is not helping you, because we have helping hand. So it says, you know, need helping hand, need others to assist with services, increase productivity. No one can handle it all. So you could be really stressed out in a certain area of your life. Maybe you need more help. Like, hey, and I also heard no closed mouths don't get fed. So even if this is like reaching out to people like, hey, can I network with you? Do you want to collaborate? Hey, here's my music, or this is what I'm working on. Like, you don't get fed by just staying closed mouth and like wondering why it's not happening because there's no action being taken. Or like, oh man, I don't have time to really focus on this because I got to take care of my kids, or I have to do this. And, you know, so asking maybe your partner or family members or even your friends, people outside of your family, to be like, hey, do you mind like watching my kids? Do you mind like helping me in this area because I cannot do it all and I really have this vision? Or like, can you just help? Like, I feel like this is letting you know that the advice here is that there are people around you that will help. So it feels like you're there, and the glow up is like what I said with this magician is that what I said with this, what I feel with this magician is that it feels like you have the ability to just manifest whatever you want like that. Ooh, you have the ability to manifest anything like this. Print money. It could just flow into your account like this. Boom, boom, boom. But it takes you kind of like unplugging from the disappointment. Maybe even unplugging from your phone. Unplugging from social media. It's something that's making you disappointed, sad, low vibration. Unplugging and tapping in to what's here. You know, the abundance that's here. Tapping into the passion that's here. You know, also it just feels like you have what it takes to just like, if you want a house, if you want a car, if you like, it feels like physical material things. Your glow up is going to consist of like manifesting whatever you want, like physical and maybe even non-physical. Like maybe you want the money to be able to invest in your spirituality, to invest in your business, and you need to take courses, or, you know, you need to go back to school or something. Like you have the ability to manifest even non-physical things that require finances. So this is like, you know, that's what your glow up is going to be. If you want to get a new house, get a new apartment, buy a new car, buy a new wardrobe, like whatever you want, it feels very material. Like physical manifestations here, okay? You have the ability. We also have closed door. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over. I also feel like this is kind of saying that you need to close the door on certain people, certain activities maybe, because this is not a good opportunity. Like there's like close the door on people that are like, that have no opportunity. You know, I don't know what that is, but it feels like you could have people that you just don't, like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. That could be, you could have people around you that are not on the same vibe with you, and you have to kind of like close the door on them. But also, I feel like there's been a serious door, and it could be from a career. And this is what's made you feel very like low in vibration, and that wasn't a good job. So even if it's like you're kind of stuck on how like you could have lost a job, that was not a good opportunity for you. Okay, so because I know how that feels. I know how that feels when you feel like, you know, you lost a job. That's how I felt with my candle business. But as you begin to kind of like possibly look at the potential and what you have here in the present, you'll realize that it was really unhealthy. It wasn't a good opportunity. It wasn't a good connection. It was meant to come to an end so that you can start over. So there's a little bit of like disconnecting from disappointment from the past that needs to happen, because you're already there. You're on the timeline where money begins to just come in like that. I don't know why I want to just keep on going like this. Like you have the ability to just manifest exactly what you want. You're there. So it's about really the, like when you, there is a, with the frequency, or what I want to say, with your preferred timeline, there's a preferred identity of self. You're already embodied in that identity. You already have become her. You become him. You become them. Okay, so this is about doing the action, throwing, I want to keep saying throwing fire to the wood. It's time to turn up the heat. It's time to turn up the passion, the creativity, the action, the drive, and take it to these genius ideas and put in the work, because it's going to give in. It's going to. It could just mean that the work has already been done. With the fruit of labor. Like it's time to like just, you know, it's time to see the vision unfold. She's like plugged in. But I think also you need to kind of unplug. There's an energy of like needing to unplug from a screen. Maybe tap into your current reality here, you know? And like there's a need to really tap into the current frequency that you're on, that is around you. Like it's going through the walls of your home. It's going through the walls of the people, or the walls. It's going through the energy and the bodies of everybody that's around you. You need to not focus so much on the disappointment. And if you are disappointed, talk. Closed mouths do not get fed. So if there's something that you're really disappointed in your, your romantic life or your family life or your friendships, or speak. Change cannot happen. And it seems like you need to kind of like ease the focus off of a certain area in your life. Okay, let's get some OG deck here. But you guys, you're already there. The good life. That's what I want to keep saying. Watching my every move. This is what I want to say. I feel like you're kind of like possibly could be obsessed with something. Maybe even obsessed with the direction of things or how you should move, or like obsessed with something else that's not about your money, which takes away from the energy of making more money, right? So it's time to stop watching everyone. It's time to stop focusing on so much. If you can't, use your mouth to communicate so that you can stop, okay? Fake. You're not faking it. You're there, you're her, you're him, you're them. Like, there's no fake ass energy here. The seed of harvest, you've already planted. This is the book by Octavia Butler, The Seed of Harvest. You've already planted the seed. It's almost time to harvest, but you got to keep moving in that direction and embody the energy. And there's something to do with just like unplugging, emotionally young. It's time to kind of like have fun, I feel like. Just fly over the bullshit. Stop focusing on this bullshit. It's time to be free and to be happy and to look around you and see where you are. See what you possess. Right, number 3. One or the other. Pick a timeline. Join me for the Lion Gates ritual, okay? Or join the House of Glamours so we can get onto this self-concept, so that we can really tap into the vision and embody that frequency and get off of this energy that you're on. Okay, number 3, I'll see you.